Hello and welcome to the latest in our video series on laboratory safety. Today's topic is the importance of managing change. This is the first of 3 modules directed at techniques for planning and executing safe lab operations. As the old saying goes, nothing is constant but change. And that goes double for work in the lab. In fact, change defines chemistry.
We know that change is part of life in the lab. So how do we plan for it? By taking time up front to carefully assess the impact every change will have on safety and environmental issues. All project changes that you make in the lab should be first evaluated for potential hazards. Having a process in place to evaluate and manage change is extremely helpful, and inviting others to get involved as you work through the process is smart. Your supervisors, advisors, co-workers, and environmental health and safety, or EH&S experts, can put their knowledge and experience to work for you. They can help you identify potential hazards and offer ways to mitigate those hazards. Let's look at the components of an effective change management process. By using these 6 components, you will help ensure the changes you make are safe and successful. Identify hazards and mitigation solutions. Document potential hazards and mitigation solutions. Use a second set of eyes. Tell and show changes. Involve experts and experience. And communicate. You can't manage what you don't know or understand. That's why this first component is so important. Using a change management process, you can identify potential hazards and mitigation solutions associated with your change. Reviewing predefined triggers or typical changes that are known to create hazards can help as you go through your lab change step by step. And the triggers quickly highlight changes that need further consideration. The Hazards Assessment Trigger Grid and the Safe Operations Card, or SOC, are 2 methods you can use to identify potential hazards. Additional information on these tools can be found in other Lab Safety Academy modules. Documenting potential hazards and mitigation solutions is also an important component to managing process change. This ensures that others know about your changes, their potential hazards, and their impact. The more everyone in the lab understands, the safer the lab becomes. A second set of eyes can often see what you can't. The truth is that we become so familiar with our own work, we often overlook the obvious. Inviting a coworker or supervisor to be your second set of eyes during a change review can help identify and address potential issues. Don't just sit in an office and talk about your changes. Go where the action is, like the lab hood or bench. Tell and show your reviewers exactly what you will be doing. With everything set up and in sight, you and your reviewers may see things that can be modified to further enhance safety. If you involve a variety of people with different expertise and experience in your review early on, you and your project will benefit. Match your reviewers with the type of change that you're planning. For instance, if you are installing new equipment, get people who are familiar with that type of equipment. If you're using new chemistries, get people who are knowledgeable about those. Use their knowledge to your advantage. And don't forget, your EH&S experts can help detail proper personal protective equipment or PPE needed, waste disposal techniques, and emergency response. An added bonus to the review is this type of cross-functional involvement creates networking opportunities. You will get to know people throughout your department and in other functions as well, and they will get to know you and your commitment to safety. The final component of an effective change management process is communication. Your plans must be shared with anyone who could be impacted by them. Discuss the experiments you will be conducting, the potential hazards, worst-case scenarios, and any planned emergency response. By the way, the SOC is a great tool for helping to plan for and communicate potential hazards connected to process change. Your personal safety, as well as the safety of your lab mates, depends on your commitment to managing change wisely. Remember, change is the main reason to stop and evaluate potential hazards. Whether you're changing chemicals, equipment, or people, you can manage it successfully and safely. And when you do, You will ensure that safety is a priority. You maintain compliance with regulations. You meet reviews and approvals. Documentation related to the change is created, updated, and in its proper place. Training happens.
Change is progress. Make sure you're ready to safely step up to meet your goals.